Hello and welcome to another Analysis Behind the News, where we provide the perspective that you can use to help save American liberty and independence. Today we have 3 action items for you, so please stay tuned. On Friday, the Republican Congress is scheduled to pass a spending bill that will fund sanctuary cities, Planned Parenthood, ObamaCare subsidies, gun control legislation, and a large tax on internet sales. Do I have your attention yet? This comes to us from the Daily Caller, who pointed to a GOP aide as its source. So what conclusions can we pull from this debacle? Certainly, Congress Republicans aren't stupid or ignorant, are they? Well, let's put it this way. Most are not stupid, but many may be ignorant of what their leadership is doing to them. And if leadership is pushing this, then obviously there must be some design behind it. So let's get into that. Congress is supposed to be passing about 12 budget resolutions that originate from a request from the President, which he does every February. Then Congress debates these and passes them. However, this is only for the discretionary portion of spending, which amounts to be about 1.2 to about 1.3 trillion. According to the Pew Research Group, this includes everything from the military and space programs to disaster relief and farm price supports. The other much larger portion is mandatory spending, which is at least 2.6 trillion and includes spending on Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, unemployment compensation, and other entitlement programs, again, according to Pew Research. These budget resolutions are to be passed by October to begin the upcoming fiscal year. Yet, in the last 40 years, Congress has only passed 4 of these bills on time. 1 in the last 20 years. When bills are not passed on time, Congress has to come up with stopgap measures known as continuing resolutions. When they wait too long, then they pile a bunch of these continuing resolutions into an omnibus bill. What's happening on Friday is an omnibus bill. It basically means that Republican leadership can no longer blame others for their lack of getting things done. While President Trump has vowed to drain the swamp, the entrenched federal bureaucracy that does all it can to grow itself, Republican leadership has stymied that at a number of levels. The first level is basically to give the impression that it is traditionally conservative. The Republican leadership is far from it, and we can thank William Buckley and Irving Kristol for their help in driving today's conservatism into the ground. Their brand of conservatism, NeoConservatism, has helped to grow the federal government, furthering American indebtedness through domestic spending and unconstitutional wars. So think about that. Why would the neoconservative leadership have any interest in passing a reduced spending bill when all they have to do is continue passing stopgap measures that the country has become accustomed to, effectively since the Obama administration? How easy it is to keep spending levels that high. And the higher the spending levels, the more dependent America becomes on them, and the more entrenched and accepted it becomes. There's nothing conservative about that. It also helps to explain why Senate Majority Leader Republican Mitch McConnell is helping to slow down confirmations for Trump appointees in the judicial and executive branches. Why would he want to see a Trump-type leadership in the federal bureaucracy that would threaten the status quo? Meanwhile, these federal employees are continuing to work as though they did for President Obama. As we pointed out in our deep state issue of the New American, 95% of these federal employees donating to the presidential campaign did so to Hillary Clinton. Obviously, they don't want to see the size and scope of government change. So what do? We acknowledge that leadership is neither woefully stupid nor wholly ignorant, but that they're playing for the other team. You're either playing for constitutionally limited government, or you're playing for the socialist big government globalism that is shredding sovereignty, liberty, and independence all around the globe. But thankfully, we aren't helpless. The John Birch Society has the program to stop these globalists, and we have on many fronts since 1958. So, action item number 1. Contact Congress and President Trump today to tell them to return to limited government under the Constitution. Vote no on the omnibus bill and begin returning responsibility back to the American people instead of funding irresponsibility. Action item number 2, watch our 5-minute video called Altering the Republican Party, NeoConservatives on YouTube today. And action item number 3, join the John Birch Society's concerted action program to become a driving force in America that will see the swamp drained and the neoconservative agenda exposed. Links are in the description for all these actions. And please, like and share this video with others. So until next time, we'll see you then. If you like this video, then head over to jbs.org where you'll find even more educational content on the issues that matter the most.